House of Achill is my business that I set up here after moving down to Achill. So at the moment it's a range of beautiful candles that are inspired by my surroundings and Ireland, and they're made in Ireland and they're printed in Knock, so I try to really bring that piece of Ireland home to you, or piece of home to your home. Being connected to Fibre Broadband with Imagine is honestly amazing in terms of everyday life, but also from a business perspective. It's just removed all those stresses of uploading something, it takes a while, or having problems connecting on Zoom or team calls with potential stockists. So it's just made life so much easier in that way that I can now focus on being more creative, which is what I enjoy more, obviously. Traditionally, island businesses, we'd be very reliant on a tourism season, whereas now this will be my first winter connected. And that's really, I think, a key point for small rural businesses is the winter time where we're dependent really on online sales. You can see that growth coming through. So that will be fantastic stability in the winter time. Signing up with Imagine was honestly so easy. I didn't really have to do anything. They were very good at communicating with me in terms of when the teams were arriving. They did look at my house, which is quite old, so the walls are quite thick in part, and recommended a booster for one of the rooms. So it's fantastic that way. They're very knowledgeable, so you're not stuck, and you can contact them as well if you need further advice.
For Imagine, it's not just about broadband. At the end of the day, it's about inclusion, opportunity and equality. Fibre really levels the playing field for everybody. It gives everybody an opportunity to take part in a much bigger digitally connected market. It also enables people who've traditionally left rural Ireland to go work in cities and other countries to come home and do their jobs from there. And it's also creating opportunities for local small producers to showcase their products in a much bigger marketplace than in the past.
What's happening at House of Achill is a brilliant example of how high-speed fibre broadband can power creativity, enterprise and community pride. For small businesses in rural areas, connectivity can be the difference between standing still and scaling up. Anna's story, building a business that celebrates local craft and reaches customers far beyond the island, is exactly what the National Broadband Plan is all about, empowering people to live and work where they love without limits.
The traditional thought with Achill is it's backpackers, artists, surfers, outdoorsy people, and a lot of people who've just been coming since they were little kids. But now there's more people kind of in their early 30s. They just want a better, balance of life. They know they can work from home and that they know they have reliable, good internet speeds. There's another cafe just opened on the north side of the island. Again, a couple in their 20s. It's great that we have this kind of influx of fresh blood, fresh ideas and fresh energy. The cafe itself is pretty low tech. It's a wooden shack on top of the beach, but we always need good coverage for the tunes in the background to set the tone for the place, and especially the card machine. You have a queue of people waiting to pay to get into a bit of a franticness. So now we just know that we're covered all the time. We found the process so easy. There was no drama. We called Westnet. We said, could you come and survey the house? They were here within a week. Got everything set up. The guys were lovely and really professional, left a lovely neat job. It's just no stress, there's no fuss, and look, our bills are lower than they used to be, so that's also an added bonus to it.
We've built up our customer base here, and as soon as we knew that the fibre broadband was going to be rolling out here, we were able to then get in touch with people, let them know that the fibre was coming. The wireless routers that people had in their previous connections were already compatible with fibre, so it was essentially a plug-and-play upgrade for them. Once the fibre broadband has been connected into the premises, then we can advise on the best way to make sure that you have good quality Wi-Fi coverage, and we'll actually send a team out who will decide where the best places are to put wireless repeaters. And we have a mesh system that gives very, very seamless wireless coverage. We have built a business over 20 years on a reputation for excellent customer support. That customer support is based here in Mayo, and for people in the west of Ireland, I think that's a very useful thing to know that you can pick up the phone and talk to somebody.
Reliable high-speed broadband is essential to businesses in today's environment. For companies like Lilybawn Cafe, they depend on it for taking card payments from their customers, to interacting with their suppliers. They need it to update their social media and to keep in contact with tourists from around the world. Thanks to the National Broadband Plan, NBI is bringing fibre optic broadband to all of the premises in Achill, and along with our partners such as Westnet, we're really proud to be able to support local businesses that allows them to grow their business and enables them to future-proof their business.
Ireland.